Hi and welcome to your Rebellion camper van hire. Let's hope you have loads of fun. They're pretty awesome things, so we'll start with the outside. It seems simple, but putting fuel in it, it's diesel, it's not petrol, it's diesel. And this is where you fill it up. The bottom tank is for your AdBlue. We'll always make sure the tank is full on the AdBlue so you don't have to worry about that. So diesel only. So if you've got small children in baby seats facing the other way, you can turn the passenger airbag off here. Water filler on the Ascot Grey, again 30 litres fresh water here using this key, and your mains hookup facility if you're hooked onto a site is here. Anything that goes down a plug hole, i.e. the sink, if you're washing up, if you dare to wash up on holiday, comes out of a waste point. The waste point is located under here. It'll only be grey waste, whatever goes down your plug hole, and that's what you'll need to catch whilst on campsites. So gas on this Ascot automatic in this unit here.
You open it by turning these handles 90 degrees and just lift the cover off. Inside there you'll find your camping gas 907 gas bottle, which is the standard one in all camper vans. On top of this you'll find your regulator. This regulates the gas pressure into the hob so that you know that the flame is at the correct level. And to turn the gas on and off, you've got a simple tap on the side, clockwise for off and anti-clockwise for on. Turn it fully on and you've got gas to your hob. Turn it fully off and that will stop. We do try to provide you with enough gas for your holiday. We try and work it out according to how long you've booked for. In the unlikely event that you do run out, simply hold the top of the bottle, unscrew the bottle like this until the regulator comes off, put the new bottle in and screw it back up. Just hand tight, no need to be clever, no need to put loads of effort into it, and then just tighten the strap to stop it moving about and making a noise. So that should be all you need to know about the gas. Thank you.
Circuit breakers and fuses up in there, should you need to address those, and the table storage for use in the vehicle is here on the back door. So all Rebellion campers as standard are equipped with the blackout curtains, which are really effective. And then these pop up into the bits to retain them, so you get a good night's sleep for your adventures the next day.
Okay, that's a 100-watt solar panel, designed to maintain the battery, not to provide you a power supply. But if you park the vehicle facing south so that you've got a sunny aspect on it, it will provide 100 watts of power in good weather and generally look after the battery when you're not driving the vehicle as well. But it shouldn't be relied on as a power source. That's either your 12 volt or your 240 volt when you're plugged into the mains.
So with the single swivel seat, sometimes you have to manipulate the seat forwards and backwards, or maybe even slide it forwards and backwards to get it to turn properly. There's a little handle on the front. You literally push it away from yourself if you're standing where I am, and you swing the seat round. There you go, and you're in position. To reverse it, you literally push it back round and it will lock. Okay, so now we're going to get the roof up so you can stand up and potentially use the top bed. You'll have two of these fastening straps. So we'll release this strap to the end, like so. Right, really, really important that you do not push the bed base and the roof up at the same time. So the way to do it is to push the roof up first, let the roof go up, then push the bed base up. Mustn't do it together. As you'll see, the top pop-top bed is equipped with a mattress for your extra comfort. So this panel differs slightly from the other vehicle. On, lights, water pump, battery condition, tank level indicator. Obviously it's empty at the moment, we haven't got any water in the system. So tank level, battery condition, water pump, lighting system, 12 volt on and off. USBs, mains socket only, nothing other than mains. 12 volt won't operate that, so don't try plugging your kettle in if you're not hooked onto mains. So on this particular electric bed, you must remember this little release handle to lift. Once it's released, press the button and hold the button. It will then come down to its final position. Once it's down, release, and it's ready to get a good night's sleep. Going back up, you press the button the other way, hold the button, the bed will retract. Make sure it's locked, you're ready for the next adventure. Okay, ready? So the microwave on these vehicles works two ways. You can, if you're hooked onto mains electricity, then obviously it will work like a conventional microwave. Set your power, set your time, no problem. If you wish to use it off grid, i.e. off the battery, we don't recommend you do it for long periods of time, but if you stick it on medium and you turn the inverter on, wait for the alarm switch to go to inverter now on, this now will run the microwave running from the leisure battery. Be conscious that it is taking power from the leisure battery. Put it onto medium heat and don't use it excessively, but it will run for a little while from the leisure battery to heat things. Allows you to open the fridge. The fridge is actually already on, but the on-off switch is here, so that turns it on and off, and this one on the right determines the temperature of the fridge. So the more, that's warm lettuce and that's iceberg lettuce, which is the highest setting. So you just scroll through your setting there, and remember that's a 12 volt fridge, so be conscious of power usage if you are wild camping, that will be running off the battery. And to turn the fridge off, you just press and hold the button there to turn it off.
So let's have a quick demonstration of your hob and sink area, both covered with glass so that you've got another food prep area if you need it. But when you want to use them, open it up, both sides. Got to have them both up for safety reasons. Obviously you can't let the glass get hot, and just in case there's a risk of shattering. And when you're using the hob, it's 2 burners, 2 controls, and what they call a piezo ignition. You press the button down, turn the gas on, and click the igniter, which provides a spark there which will light your gas, and then hold it for about 15 seconds after it's lit, and then release the button and it will stay lit. There is a thermocouple on there which has to be warmed up, otherwise it will continue to go out. When you've finished, simply turn the knob back to 0 and it will go out. It will be adjustable between maximum and minimum, just like you've got at home. And it's designed so that if you make a bit of a mess on here, you can wash it all down into your sink and flush it away outside. It's a cold water sink. Once you put your water switch on up here, the pump will be active and will only activate when you lift the lever there. There's a micro switch in there which will turn the pump on and off. Now the water will run out of the bottom of the van. It's only grey water, so it's not the end of the world, but you might want to collect it and dispose of it in a responsible fashion if that's how you feel. When you're finished with it all, close the tap down first, shut your lids, and it's ready for next time. Okay, we're just going to talk about the tables now for your Rebellion camping holiday. This one is stowed in the back door, so you just lift it out. It's got 2 little catches that hold it in place. When you're ready to attach it, there's a little switch on the bottom here which you manoeuvre and drop the leg down. It will then fit anywhere on this rail that goes along here so that you can hear. Sorry about the noise of the rain at the moment. Once you've got it on there, there's 2 little catches underneath that you use to lock it in place. In addition to that, we put another table here which you can pull out for use when you're in the front seats, and that just slides away very straightforwardly. Make sure it's fully retained so it doesn't come open when you're going around corners. When you want to stow it away, release at the bottom in the same reverse fashion, lift it off, fold the leg and pop it back in the back door.
So pulling the roof down is really important. It is an easy process, but you just have to do it in the right order. So always remember, you must pull the bed section down first. So this section comes down before you then pull the roof down. Once the roof's down, just pull the canvas in as you go. And then come outside and just make sure it's not snagged. So this is snagged, so this is bad. So lift the canvas back up. Just be sure that you never strap the roof with this canvas in there like that. So tuck it back in before we then go and strap it back down. Last but not least, you must make sure the near side and the off side have had their retaining straps really securely fastened down. So nice and tight, pull down, and then you can just wrap the excess up, which I'll do really quickly. It's super hot. And then tuck that away and make sure you tuck everything else away. It's not going to dangle down and interfere with your journey ahead. This one's an automatic, so when if you're used to autos, it will come as second nature. To engage the gear, you press the button on the right hand side with your thumb, engage park, reverse, neutral or drive. Light rack, so it's got your retaining strap, we'll get rid of that, and then they're clipped here, so you just give it a tug and down it comes. Okay, so what you'll use is this for the furthest frame, and then obviously they tighten up, and then this onto the closest bike, so bike number one, and tightens up, and then obviously you can tighten the wheels down and adjust these according to the size of the bike. But don't exceed 35 kilograms. It has a weight limit of 35 kilograms on the carry bikes for the barn doors. Make sure it's pushed into this bracket here, and always use the strap to do it back up. So the THULE Omnistore wind out awning, insert your little winder. If you've ever dreamt of owning a fruit and veg shop with your little awning on the front, you wind this out. Get it to about there, drop your legs down, just pull out from the front of the case, put your little feet which peg to the ground, do your little buckles up here, you'll see them just around here, same again this side, drop it down, and then continue to wind it out. So you should end up with something that looks a little bit like that. But do not leave it out in the wind. Once you've pegged it down on the feet, it's good in sort of breezes, but if it's really super windy or you're a bit worried about it, put it away. Do not let it stay out in high winds. This is where it pegs down. So once you're done, you're going to wind it back in. Get it to about here and then put the legs in. And then what you do, if you come around here, when these are like so, make sure they sit behind these pointed arrows. So they lock, so that it's ready for transit. So, like so, so that when it's in, it's all nice and snug. Another thing to remember, do not attempt to open the driver's door when the arm is in place for the winder, and also the awning isn't in the right height, because This may hit one of the arms as it's out. So if you're not in a naturist camp, you will need to put the summer blinds up. These are magnetised, which they just pop in like so, and then you get privacy, if you want it, of course. So you need privacy from the windscreen as well, so they just pop on in this case. So you've got them on the left and over here on the right. That will save your dignity.
Okay, this is the video to accompany your £15 optional Fiamma bipot toilet, chemical toilet. Comes in two halves, a top half and a bottom half, and they're separated using these two clips here, which undo like that. To set it up, you add 30 mils of your blue chemical into the bottom tank and approximately 1.5 or 2 litres of water, and then 30 mils of the pink chemical into the top tank using this filler here, and then you fill it up with water. We think it's about 10 litres to fill it up. Then you more or less use the toilet in a normal way. You lift the lid up. There's a gentleman's lid and a lady lid, and you open the flush area in the bottom by pulling this lever forward, and that opens the hole into the base. So you lift the lid up, open that, do what you've got to do, and then this device here is your flush. So you just give it 4 or 5 pumps, and the pink liquid will then circulate around the bowl in the normal way, just like at home. And when you finish, to keep the smells in the bottom, just slide that forward again, and that traps everything in the bottom. So more or less, when you've run out of flush, the bottom part will then be full and you need to empty it. So you separate like this, and then take the bottom part off to your chemical disposal point, and undo the blue cap and tip it in, and then you simply refill in the way I said earlier with the chemicals and fresh water, and start again. It's suitable for all types of toilet use, but some of you may prefer to just use it for number ones and not number twos. It's up to you. Have fun. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for using your Fiamma toilet. The only thing we would ask here at Rebellion Campers is that please bring it back in the condition it was delivered to you, and that is clean and empty. If you don't, I'm afraid there will be a cleaning charge added to your fee. Thank you very much.